Hello everyone, this is OGAE Azerbaijan, and today we have a very special guest all the way from down under. And Eurovision wouldn't be the same without him. It's the one and only Sheldon Riley.
I'm not the same, no. I'm not the same, no.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm good. I'm a little bit jet lagged, but I'm very honored to be talking to you.
Sheldon, before starting our interview, can you shortly introduce yourself? Who is Sheldon Riley Hernandez?
Haha. Well, hello. My name's Sheldon Riley. I'm from Australia. I'm representing with my song "Not the Same." I'm a performance artist, I guess you could say. I'm very visually and sonically together. It's not just about music. It's not just about fashion. It's the whole performance for me.
Mm-hmm. And Sheldon, who is your musical inspiration?
Oh, I have a lot. I love Amy Winehouse, Adele. I am very inspired by lots of people from Eurovision, including Barbara Pravi from France. I love Salvador and Duncan Lawrence. Lots of different people inspire me in different ways. Oh, Lady Gaga, massive one for me in fashion and music.
Nice, nice. You also actually participated in shows such as The X Factor, The Voice, and America's Got Talent. So, how important do you think it's for an artist to participate in such competitions?
You definitely don't need to participate in any of those shows. For me, I mean, I didn't come from very much, so these shows were a very good platform for me. They had the budget, they had the money to make my dreams come alive. I always wanted to sing at a big scale with big staging and big outfits, and I could never really do that for myself. So I'm very grateful for those experiences, and it kind of allowed the world to see, for those who have watched, have allowed to as it's allowed them to see what my mind is capable of, what I wanted to do, what I wanted, basically what I want to end up doing. So it's been good.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you had also actually great mentors such as Adam Lambert, Iggy Azalea, as well as Boy George. What was their kind of like advice for you, or how was it to work with such great names?
It was great. I mean, mentors are really great. At the end of the day, it is television, and what happens on TV is very television. But I mean, people like Adam Lambert have supported me through my whole career. Not massively, but they've always kind of been there, and they've always been very supportive. It's been really good. I think everyone who has seen me on these shows has really seen that I want so much more than just the show. So it's been really great to step forward in life. I mean, I'm not famous, but I'm definitely trying to make a name for myself as much as I can, so people can see my art and my music. And yeah, people like Adam Lambert have been really great. And I mean, advice has been good as well. Just to stay genuine, stay true. Yeah, just keep going. It's a hard industry. That's what every mentor and every show has said. It's a hard industry. So if you really want it, go for it. If you don't want it, or if there's even a part of you that doesn't want it, don't bother, because it's very difficult.
Right. And Sheldon, actually, besides Australian roots, you also have the roots from the Philippines. And how much of those roots are represented in your music?
Not much, if I'm honest. I mean, I think in Filipino culture, a lot of Filipino people can sing and they love to perform, and they're very artistic people. So I guess I get that from my dad's side of the family. I do. They all love music a lot. But I mean, my sexuality, my culture, my ethnicity don't play a part massively in who I am. I like to sing about my life and my story and where I've come from and what I've been through. So I wouldn't say I'm the most culturally pushing forward artist out there, but I mean, I've got a lot of love for my heritage and where I'm from.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And actually, how did you decide to participate in Australia Decides? And were you expecting to win the whole competition?
Hoping to win. I have wanted Eurovision since I was the tiniest little kid. I've wanted it so bad. I remember watching for the first time around 2013, 2014. And I fell so deeply in love with the contest. I remember seeing Conchita for the first time and going, I want to be that. I want to do that. I mean, I don't necessarily want to be her, and I don't want to, I don't want to, but you know what I mean? I wanted to be somebody who could do that. And ever since then, I've watched every year. In Australia, I wake up at 5 a.m. every single morning, 3 times a year, to watch this show go down. And it's been my biggest dream since forever. So I knew when the national final came out that I would have to be a part of that as step one to get to Eurovision. So I guess that was when I knew I wanted to do it, because I knew I had to. And then did I think I was going to win? I was very hopeful. I don't think I can very proudly say that I was probably the most enthused to be there. I wanted to be at I wanted to compete so badly, and I wanted it so badly. So yeah, it meant a lot to me.
Mm-hmm. And since you are saying that you are a fan of Eurovision since childhood, so who is your actual favorite, let's say, from the past?
I would say at the moment, I still can't get over Voila by Barbara Pravi from France. She is amazing. But I want to quickly say, and I'm not just saying this because you're from Azerbaijan, but your entry this year is incredible. What a beautiful, beautiful song and an amazing artist. I'm very excited to meet him and hear him perform his song live, because that song is crazy.
Thank you very much. Yeah, actually, he also is a winner of The Voice Azerbaijan.
Yes, I know. I'm a very big fan of his work, and his performances were insane on The Voice. His voice is wicked. I would have to say it's probably your best entry you guys have had yet. It's my favorite entry.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm a very big fan of your country and and your artists that you put forward, but this one is the most exciting for me. So I'm very excited to watch him do what he does.
Thank you once more. And Sheldon, you won Australia Decides, but how in general actually has people react for your song?
In general, it's been pretty good. I think people know how much I want it. I've wanted to do this for so long. I think the majority are very proud, and they know how far I've come, for anyone who knows my story. But I mean, there's always going to be people that aren't happy. It's Eurovision. I remember there were artists that I was like, oh, how could they win and not someone else? So I understand. I get it. People fall in love with different people. But I mean, overall, the response has been really, really good. I'm very excited. Plus, Australia is so far away. We're not as involved as, say, like Sweden's participation is so huge, or Spain, or even the UK. It's very talked about. So considering we're from Australia and we're not the biggest country to be involved, I think the response has been really good.
But your song is so amazing. I love it, and I love your voice. So actually, if I ask, can you please let us know what is the message of your song you want to convey to your listeners, as well as what would you like to say with that mask?
From the song, take of it what you will, I think is the main message, is that you can receive it in any way you would like. I think everyone at the end of the day has felt like they're not the same, or has felt a little out of place, or that they weren't good enough, or they weren't the right person for where they were in the moment. For me, I wrote the song when I was 15 years old. I wrote it about autism. I wrote about being in a very religious family and dealing with that as well. And it wasn't about sexuality. It was just about not being able to speak and not being able to be like other people my own age. And I think as time went by, it slowly turned into a bit more of an anthem about my sexuality and stuff. But I mean, the core message was more so about the idea of people being told what they can and can't achieve. I mean, put everything aside, I don't come from very much money, don't come from very much of anything other than the family that I have. So I was told for a long time what I would be able to achieve and what I would be able to. And I mean, coming from virtually nothing to now representing Australia, I couldn't be more proud of myself. And if that isn't enough to show people that it doesn't matter how not the same you are, you can achieve anything, then I mean, that's enough for me. That's really what the song for me is, what it's about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sheldon, I will say that you have a passion for fashion. So What actually to expect in the Eurovision staging? Like, can you give some hints, perhaps, like?
Very cheeky. I can't give away any hints at all. they've been very strong with it. I like to tell everybody everything, and they've said absolutely no way can you say it. But I can tell you it's very different from my national final. Different outfit, different mask, different hair, different staging. Everything is very different, but bigger, a lot bigger. It's they say that Eurovision should be 10 times bigger than your national final. We've gone for 100 times bigger and 100 times different. So, I mean, the element of the song is still the same, but yeah, we've taken it up a notch.
I'm looking so forward to see that.
I hope so. I hope it's going to be good.
Then, have you heard the other songs you are competing against?
I sure have. I have. I mean, aside, I'm such a huge fan of the contest, and every year I go into Spotify or iTunes and I look up all the songs and listen to them all. And I had to decide this year: do I do that this year or do I not? Because I'm a competitor this time, like I'm representing, but I couldn't help myself. I listened to everybody. I've watched all every I love Azerbaijan's song, love his song. But Sweden, Cornelia is I'm a big fan of. Poland and Estonia are probably my favorites.
So if I ask to pick only one, which one will get your 12 points?
Maybe I can't decide. I mean, it's my top three are Sweden, Estonia, and Poland. I can't choose between the three. They really stolen my heart. I could see myself singing any of those three, but I really love Sweden. I really love Sweden. So, but it changes.
Sheldon, I saw that you participated in Israel Calling. Are you also participating in other promo tours, or how is it going?
Yeah, I did London. I did the London Eurovision party. I wasn't well. I mean, I got really sick in London. I went to a doctor. I wasn't, not COVID, not sick. I was just exhausted. I haven't stopped since the week before my national final. And they did tell me, look, you should rest. Maybe don't do the pre-parties, but I really wanted to go. I went to London and completely lost my voice. It was gone. Then had to fly to Israel. And people have said in my Israel performance, oh, you got emotional again. I'm like, I wasn't emotional at all. My voice, I was coughing my heart out before I went out on stage. And when I got on stage, I couldn't stop coughing either. So I had to come home. So unfortunately, I'm not doing any other pre-parties. I just flew back into Australia. But I've also got a lot of work to do before Eurovision starts as well. So it's probably best that I come home and rest and get that ready.
Of course. Then, what is one thing from your home country that you simply cannot go to Turin without?
Something from my home country?
Yes.
My boyfriend. He's the most Australian boy I know. Probably, I don't know, probably my mask. I mean, it was made in Australia. It's Australian.
Nice. Then you released in 2020 More Than I, in 2021 Left Broken, as well as Again, and this year Not the Same. So when should we expect a full album, and what else do you have in store for us?
Well, I'm working on it. That's what I'm doing next week. We're working on the next song that comes after Eurovision. I'm really excited for my next song. Really, really excited. I'm trying not to listen to it because I don't want to forget about Not the Same right now. All my energies are not the same, but I've got collaborations coming very, very soon with Eurovision artists who everyone loves and knows. I have merchandise, tours, and shows coming up. I mean, COVID depending, we're pretty on track. We've got lots planned for the post of Eurovision.
And do you have any message for your fans, Sheldon?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Azerbaijan. I want to send you all of my love. Thank you so much for listening and chatting with me. I've said this 1,000 times, but I'll keep saying it. Competitor aside, I'm the biggest fan of the competition, and I sit and watch these interviews since I can even remember. I remember watching interviews from 2016 and 17 going, oh, I'd love to be interviewed to talk about my music. So it means the world that we're chatting now. And yeah, just thank you so much. It really does mean the world.
Thank you very much, Sheldon. I really enjoyed this interview. I hope you did as well.
Oh, no, that's so fine. Thank you so much for chatting. Right, ciao, my love. See you later.
Bye-bye. See you.